Remember this art set from childhood? Straight from my nightmares. I decided to try it a little while ago and thousands of you told me I did it wrong. So today, we're gonna put all of your hacks to the test. Add hand sanitizer. But this time, I'm gonna do it in a colouring book and they'll go head to head with some professional markers, starting with a vibrancy test. I want to see how well the pigment comes out by itself before I try any of your hacks. I'm going to try it on the test page just to be careful. And to make things even harder, instead of colouring our girl normally, I'm thinking of doing a heat map, thermal imaging kind of vibe. I hope I don't regret this. So I'm jumping straight into the deep end, making the centre of her face the brightest red. You probably noticed I have many more of the professional markers than the kids markers. So I've picked 24 of the closest matches I could find, just so that this is a fair test. I've split the image in half, so we're working primarily with the kids markers on the left and the professional markers on the right, so that we can see the difference very clearly. And on first impressions, I'm not mad at the kids side at all. My markers are definitely juicy, they're not sad and dry like they used to be from childhood. I am more concerned about how we're going to make this actually look like a heat map, because right now she could be a sleep paralysis demon. So with the hottest zone being at the center of the face, I'm working in a rainbow kind of gradient as I'm going outwards. And for the chest clavicule, I really have no idea. The purpose of this test page is literally to test ideas. But guys, what is this? Oh my gosh. But for vibrancy overall, I definitely feel blessed with these very pigmented, juicy markers. I'm not gonna lie, they are chewing up the page. So maybe they're just meant for outlining and not actually colouring in. But anyway, I'm loving using the professional markers. The brush tip is gorgeous. Anyway, I'll leave a link to everything I'm using, including the colouring book, down in the description. So if you want to colour along with me, feel free to. Now that I'm done with the test page, I don't know if this heat map was a good idea. When I look with one eye and I squint, I'm kind of seeing the vibe. But I'm not going to lie, I don't know what we're going to do for the flowers. That's future Temi's problem. And maybe some of your hacks will help, but for vibrancy, the cheap markers might be taking it. They are very well pigmented, and for me, they do the job. Next is a blend test. This is where your hacks come in. You guys mentioned so many times that the markers are meant to be in water. And I found this video, and honestly, I can't believe the before and after. It really does make a difference. And in this video, she's able to take the bottom off, and then she's literally filling it with water. That is insane. If this works, my whole childhood was a lie. I actually can't take it off my own. I don't know what homegirl did. Maybe I'm not meant to put water in this. Guys, I'm not gonna lie. If you make me ruin my markers, I know these markers are terrible. They're already bad. But if you make me ruin them, I'm not gonna be happy. But nevertheless, I'm gonna try it. So here is how the teal marker applies by itself. And it's pretty juicy. It's pretty gorgeous. And now I've got some water to dip it in. Guys, it's not looking good. It's not looking good. Yeah, I don't think these are water-based. Or at least I'm not meant to add the water after the fact. So yeah, maybe the one you had as a child was dippable, but this definitely isn't. I saw another hack that was like you should add hand sanitizer. This one I've never heard of, but maybe the alcohol will turn it into alcohol markers. I want to put my lab coat on. I'm ready for an experiment. Okay, I've got this random brand hand sani. So I'm gonna try it on this.
And here's the marker by itself for comparison's sake.
Don't ask me why I have this cute plate mixer. It's for my nails. And I'm not really sure how it's meant to be used, but I'm gonna just dip it. I don't know if it like soaks it in. I don't know. Guys, this is not looking good. It's not looking good. I don't think any of these things are actually going to help the blend. In fact, I think it's going to hinder. I think it's going to make it so much worse. So we're going to have to do this blend test manually, no additional things. So first, let me show you how the professional markers blend together. The color actually applies so nice. I love the brush tip. And this is actually my first time using these water-based markers. They're not as easy to blend as alcohol markers, but they have this blender, and I've seen some hacks where apparently it really helps with the blend. Generally, I hate a colorless blender. I find it entirely pointless. But today, let's see if it will help. You guys don't understand how much I hate this thing.
I don't know, guys. This looks like it's doing a whole load of nothing.
It's just kind of separating the pigment. It's not really combining. I don't know. For the people that swear by this, can you tell me what I'm doing wrong? Because I put my hands up. I don't know. And now let me try it by itself without the colorless blender in the way that I would normally blend it, which is just to layer the colors together and just overlap them. This is definitely so much better than using colorless blender. I don't know, maybe it's the paper as well, because this is just regular printer paper. But I think I'm gonna do without the colorless blender. And just before I get to the main coloring, let me try to blend the kids markers by itself without any hacks. Yeah, as terrible as I thought. Maybe even more terrible than I thought. So for the blend test results, I'm gonna give that to nobody. Nobody's getting that point.
Not on my watch.
So that means the kids marker is actually in the lead. Now, let's just color this face. Maybe I can do it more with color blocking, or I don't know. I don't have a lot of hope in this page, I'm gonna be so real.
Maybe me doing all of those tests was real procrastination and fear for actually starting this piece, because seeing this blob of red on her face does not inspire any confidence in me. And what's so interesting about art for me is, it really doesn't matter what I've been able to do in the past. Each time I see a new blank page, a new blank coloring book, a new blank page in my sketchbook, I am instantly nervous. But the entire point of my channel is to encourage you to be creative. So I want you to draw along with me, color along with me. You don't have to take on these crazy challenges, trust me. The challenges or limitations I put on myself really encourages me to create. But you can take it at your own pace, as long as you're spending time creating. And for me with this video, I really wanted to try the hacks you guys suggested after my last kids marker video. And comparing them to these professional markers, I have found some new gems.
Upon completion of the face, I don't know if this is a trust the process moment, or I just should not have tried this, because this kids marker is god awful. It's so bad. You can see where it's kind of like separating, especially the red. How do they expect kids to make anything that makes sense with these markers? I don't understand. But I'm gonna be so frank, I'm gonna be so Lampard, I'm gonna be so Sinatra. I don't know that this paper is gonna make it. It's literally, I was gonna say paper thin. It's literally being chewed up. But the real test is layering, which we're gonna have to do for the hair, because to get any sort of detail with these twists, with these beautiful chunky twists, we need to layer the color on the color on the color. And I'm gonna go for a deep blue for the hair, but we're gonna start with the green.
My main problem with the kids markers is anytime you go over the same spot, it eats through the paper. And maybe next time I can try it in a proper thick notebook. But I don't know. I still love the vibrancy. I think the actual colors are so beautiful and gorgeous. But for layering, it might struggle. Now as I'm adding the purples for the deeper shadows, guys, I'm not gonna lie, it's eating. I'm really liking this. Liking this so much more than I thought I would. And for the professional marker side, it just glides on. This brush tip is absolutely genius. If you like alcohol markers, you'll probably like these too. But if you've never tried alcohol markers, this is probably a good place to start, because it's meant to be kinder on your paper. So I guess more beginner friendly. But just look at how the detail comes together. I'm speechless. Which side is your favorite?
I'm not gonna lie, the kids markers aren't too bad for this layering step. They actually impressed me more than I thought they would, but the pro markers, the fact that there's a detail side is too good. Part of me really wants to go back in with acrylic markers to even layer on top to really get that glow. But I need to focus on finishing this page, and I still don't know what I'm gonna do for the flowers. And for layering, the pro markers definitely get this point. But shout out the kid side, because that wasn't too bad. But now let's move on to the chest clavicle kind of area. This always stumps me because I don't know. And now with these random colors, we're about to do this randomly.
The clavicle scares me so much because you guys know I have aphantasia, so I can't see or visualize things in my head. Honestly, these coloring book videos involve so much guesswork because I have no idea where the red or the heat of the chest is meant to be in comparison to the rest of it. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't love this, but I'm just happy we're finally at the flowers. Did I say happy? I'm not happy we're at the flowers because I'm scared of the flowers. But I'm liking the way the illustration is looking, I'm not gonna lie. But for the flowers, I'm thinking maybe a rainbow kind of vibe, but not random rainbow. Maybe the flowers closer to her face would be more red because they're warmer. Like her heat is just radiating out of her. And then the further down in the image we go, then it's like cooler. So like the blues and I don't know. Because if you're familiar with any of these previous videos I've done in this coloring book, I don't know my flowers. So I'm about to color everything randomly. Don't shoot the messenger.
Can you guys let me know what you prefer in the comments? Because I really do feel like I yap a lot. But do you just want silence or music while I'm coloring? Or do you actually want me to talk through what I'm doing? I don't want the whole coloring process to be boring, but at the same time, I don't want to be like those videos that would be like, draw a circle and then the next step is the Mona Lisa, you know? I really wanted to go back in with acrylic markers just to outline a bunch of these and go in with the extra detail. But I wanted to keep this page to the 2 markers we're comparing. Let me know if you want to see that though, and I can do that in a future short.
And now we are done. I am happy to say the paper survived. Barely, but it survived. And now I have to show you how it turned out. I'm not 100% on this one.
But overall, I'm so happy I tried this. And the score is a draw.
The kids markers definitely did a better job than I thought. But are they good quality? Of course not. That should surprise nobody. The pro markers are just fantastic. Let me know what you want me to tackle next. They have some crayons in here. They have oil pastels. I don't want to think that these are paints because I know they're not. And some coloring pencils.
While you're here, watch this video next.